What is going on, everybody? My name is Mike. This is Wall Street Traders, where we break down hot trending stocks to put you at an advantage on the market. Alright guys, so today's stock that we're breaking down is Apple, or AAL. I have my lines and graphs already set to make this a little bit smoother, you guys. We are starting at a higher time frame, the daily time frame, and then we'll break down to a smaller time frame to find our entry. And we do this so we can see the overall and direction of our picture, because if we start at a smaller time frame, we won't be able to see a clear direction of where we're at and basically trading in a vacuum and ultimately trading blind. So this is why we always start at a higher time frame, you guys. So let's go ahead and start with where we left off on Friday. So on Friday, we were at the $123, and if we look where we're at, we under this line right here is nothing but major resistance. So that's why I have this line here. It's going to represent an area where we have been tested multiple times. So ultimately below this level is resistance, and anything above this level and back on this line is going to be support. So you got to think of it as like a roof, guys. So when it comes up, it's going to be hitting it like a roof. If it breaks out, comes back down, it's going to work as a floor. So that's how we test these levels. We look to our left, we have candlesticks hitting all up in this area and either getting rejected or bouncing off this level. Over here, and this candlestick over here we can count. So if we just follow it, you can get an idea of how strong these levels are. So we see that it tested this resistance, ultimately broke out, came back down, tested our support level, bounced up, hit our previous highest resistance level, ultimately pulled all the way back down under to our first level, came back up, hit our resistance, failed, came back down, came up, consolidated a little bit, ultimately tested, failed, gapped up, back onto support, came up, bounced off our support level, hit our resistance, 50% retracement. This is basically what you would want to see if you are seeing a trend reversal, is for it to pull back at least 50%, not all the way back down to our support level, because then it shows that buyers are no longer stepping up. But as of right now, we've seen that buyers were stepping back up, came up, peekabooed above our previous resistance level, came back down, retested resistance, ultimately failed, and then back under our resistance right here. So what we're going to want to see, you guys, is this to create a breakout above this. So I would put an entry above 125, and then ultimately your stop loss or a mental stop loss below the $118 level. So that way, if it does drop below this $118 level, then we won't be stuck in a trade that could ultimately pull back to the 107, because this is our next level of major support, would be way down here, the 107, 108. But as of right now, since it's riding up against our resistance and trying to create a breakout, I would say this is a good buy as of right now, as long as you have your stop loss or a mental stop. And then obviously your target would be the previous highest point, which would be back up here at the 138. So that's a good like 4-to-1 or almost 3-to-1 on your money. So I'd say this is a good buy as of right now. Just be precautious, because if we look to our left, we can see that many times that it's hit in this area, it's been rejected. But that's why you want to have your stop loss to protect your portfolio, because money management is key, you guys. So as of right now, like I said, your target is going to want to be back up at the highest previous point that's been tested, around this 138. Your entry right above the $125 area, and then your stop loss below in the $118 area, you guys. So as of right now, I would consider this a good buy. As of right now, there's a huge return that you can get if this does show a reversal. As for me, I'm going to wait for a further confirmation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for this to break out from this level, come up, and then come back down and test our support. So that way I can see if buyers are truly stepping up. If not, if we don't see this create a breakout here, ultimately what will happen, you guys, is that it'll get rejected and failed, and then pull back to the same area that it likes to pull back to if it gets rejected, which I'll put a line right here to represent that. So we'll put this here at the 107. So if we create this breakout, our target is going to be up here, guys. Obviously your stop loss below our major resistance, that are minor resistance down here. So if you guys like the videos that I make where I break these down and kind of explain where we're at or where this stock is headed, and well, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe, you guys. I try to make these every single day so that way people can have a good idea what stock to look into or to prevent them from getting into something that could ultimately hurt their portfolio. So I really hope you guys enjoyed the video and learned something, and you guys have a beautiful Sunday.